Hi, this is Shannon with Chic and Sassy Nails by Shannon. I am doing another bingo mani from Stacy's Sassy Styles, little bingo game that she's doing in her group. This one is use a twosie, so I am going to add an accent of Morganite Delight to this. I'm going to do a full set of Candied Cranberry. Oh, you can see how sheer this set is. I love this color. I am definitely a fan of the dark glitters, and this is a very thick set for me here. It's kind of, I'm going to put it under here to try to get it to be a little bit more pliable. So I'm not sure what's up with that, if it's a little dried out or if it's just a thick set. I get that happens sometimes. It is such a pretty color though. So one of my favorite things about this is the different types of glitter, the different sizes. I don't know if you can see that it gives it a lot of depth. So the glitter's almost suspended and like layered in there, so that makes it have that depth to it. So I'm a huge fan of that look. Uh-oh. Where did that little piece go? Oh, here, sorry. Alright, let's see how the rest of these go on. Alright, so I've been working on catching up in my VIP group with loyalty card free sets after the ruckus. So I have gotten, for those people that have already claimed their sets, I still am waiting for a handful of people, which I might have to remind them, but the ones that have claimed, I've pulled all the sets. Today I got all the, so I like, my little system I have is that I go through the claimed Inumi and I make a little invoice for my records, and then I just make post-it notes with everybody's name and their sets so that I can actually stick on the physical sets. So that's, but I got that process done where I made the sticky notes, I made all the thank yous, and I stuck them to the sets. And then today I got through anybody that marked or that indicated, oh, I ripped that a little short on my pinky. I hate that. Oh well. Anybody that indicated plastic sleeves, then I took those out. So I do have to say I got two sets that were like sealed really close, or where the set, well, one was the set was actually sealed into the set was like under the seal. So I messaged that person. I'm just waiting to hear back because I do not have another one of that, so I don't know if they're going to want to try to deal with that or not. And then the other, I mean, the main problem is most these are all like retired sets, so it's not like I can get them replaced. Plus it's been way past the time. They didn't seem like they were cracked or anything, but it was really, a couple of them were really close to the seal, so they were kind of smushed. But two of them I was able to just get different sets, and then I'll just use those, or I'll do some sort of clearance thing or something on sets that are not ideal. And then the one that looks like it's is gonna be an issue, or it could be bigger, more of an issue. Of course I don't have another, so I'm just waiting to hear back from the person who picked that. And then, man, this color is pretty. And then I can start sticking everything in envelopes. I am going to include some catalogs for people, so I'm kind of getting little packages ready to go. So hopefully soon. I do have a couple appointments tomorrow, so that's gonna put a little damper on my productiveness when I have to go run errands and have appointments. But I think my Wednesday is completely open, so then it's like when I get a day like that, then I can sit and do all the pirate ship and envelopes and stamps and all the things. So that is my plan, and I am working on this month that I am going to revamp the VIP loyalty card program, and I haven't figured out exactly how I'm changing it, but I do need to adjust for all the products that are not nails, because it's just going to keep getting more and more, it seems. So I will deal with that, and I'm trying to figure out the best way that's going to be the easiest to track, because that's the biggest issue, is tracking. So I will figure it out. Stacy helps me out, so that's nice, with tracking. So I think we can come up with a good system. Put that little piece back, and then tonight, as soon as my youngest gets home from school in about 40 minutes, we are going to be running out to get haircuts for them and myself. So that is all the exciting stuff of my day. We had a pretty quiet weekend. We did cleaning, which was nice to get done, but I had everybody helping, which is definitely useful and necessary nowadays. And then did laundry, went out to dinner with the in-laws, and then we stayed home yesterday. I totally ripped that. Oops. But it'll have to be, I think that can be fixed. We'll see. Oh, is this too long? My nail is too long on this finger. Really? Oh, it's so close. It's like barely. I think I'll just leave it. I do have to come up with a really cool yet easy to do mixed Manny look for this next weekend. So we are doing the Be Merry Bash. I only get 20 invites, so I have to go through. That's another thing I need to work on. So I get 20 invites to that. That's the annual. I usually go through and get my numbers from basically who bought the most the year before. So I'll probably stick with that. I am going to try to figure out, because I just don't have an easy way to invite people to that. It's a, if you haven't heard what that was, or if you haven't been there, it's like a big VIP appreciation event that my bigger team puts on every year, and it's fun. But we do live videos, 1 an hour. There's like different recipes and crafts and makeup tutorials, and I'm doing nails. And I did that last year, so I got to think of something different than I did last year, but still probably holiday themed, and it has to be easy enough. So I'm just going to trim my end of my nails. And actually, I might not even, because I have to take these off in a few days. Alright, we're just going to do all of my base coat, even the thumb, because this is going to be a very simple, quick mani with one single set, and I'm just going to do some accents with the twosie using the Morganite Delight, which, you know what, I don't even think I've worn yet. So, oh, I hate when I see I did it again. I keep ripping it. I'm not wrapping it enough. Do I like patch that up and overlap a little bit? I totally can. I guess I could do that in the other one too. Is that gonna show? I bet you it won't show if I throw on some plumper. So, oh, I did prep my nails. I prepped my nails yesterday, and I did not use the ridge filler, but I used the nail strengthener this time. So, I should have used a little bit of that extra. I'll do that up from this other thumb, the left of my thumb, and patch my pointer finger on my right hand. So, all right, I am, like I said, I'm gonna my goal for November. This is December already. I can't believe that it's already December. I'm getting close to finally finishing Christmas shopping. I don't think I bought a single thing in store. I did go to Target with my mom to help her shop, but I do need to get one more. I have just a couple more gifts to buy. So I'm just going to patch my thumb like that, and it should be fine. I'm going to do the same thing on this finger. It's funny, this just stuck. Okay, so anyway, let's stay focused here. That one I did too. This set was not the easiest set, I do have to say. It's a little plasticky like, so it's a little, I'm assuming it's a little dry or a little, like I said, it almost seems thicker than normal. I don't know if they consider this a jelly, and then that's kind of why that glitter looks suspended. I'm wondering if, because they definitely didn't describe it like that, and they didn't like say it was, so I'm not exactly sure. I need to be more careful because I feel like it's a little on the finicky side. I'm going to try to wrap under and cut with this. And then I'm going to try to save a little bit to cover up the end of my index finger here in this hand. Let's see if I can cut it from underneath enough to okay, it wrapped around. I'll let that cure. And we'll see how that works. All right. Like I said, not my favorite. Hasn't been the best that I've ever put on. Definitely not the worst set though. So I'm gonna have to do some little bit of cleanup. So I hate leaving. Okay, so like I want to leave the excess on here and not pick it off, but it drives me nuts. So we'll see how long it lasts. I always have to like clean it up right away. So we will see. I am going to try to clean this up though, because it's a little bit on my cuticle or on my skin. And then I went over my proximal fold a little bit, so I'll try to clean that up. I don't know how it'll cut. Sometimes with these kind of bigger glitters, sometimes it's a little bit trickier. All right. Good enough. All right, these are okay, and then we're gonna do a little bit of accents with Morganite Delight. So the bingo square on this one is use a twosie, which I decided to go with this gold with the cranberry, candied cranberry color. So let's see, my plan was to do little gold tips. I don't usually freehand cut with the scissors. Oh, because of that, because I can't get it straight. But it's okay. I might get my X-Acto out for the rest because I want to do a stripe, I think, in addition to the tip. The little triangle like thing. I don't know what that's called. Oh, I'm like destroying that. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna do alright, so as you can see, I just wanted a little bit. I should have done the other side because my nail is chipped here. It's gonna bug me. But I don't want to do opposites. Do I want to? Maybe I will do opposites. I don't normally, but maybe I will just to cover that up. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do alright, sorry, I'm like focused. I'm trying to get that extra. I'm gonna do opposites, which I don't normally do, and I wanted to add a stripe of this too, so let's see how we can do all this. Alright, we'll use this end for the other two nails. I should cut these in half and just so I don't mess up the other side. Okay, let's see. If I want to do outside and inside, we'll do the same. The outside part of this nail across here. And then let's kind of push that on there. I should cut it with, I should stop using my thumb, which is why I don't usually, when I try to not do my thumb at the same time. I'll just let this cure like this probably. Let me cut some of it off. Oh yeah, because I am leaving the house right away. Okay. And then we're gonna slice, make our own kind of like nail tape of the same color by just cutting thin strips. I like to do that. Alright, sorry about that. I'm all like in the camera here. It's all stuck to my fingers. All the Morganite Delight is all stuck to my finger here. Okay, it's just a subtle hint of the gold. And then We're going to add the little bit of stripe to it too. Just so it shows up a little bit better. Plus I like this. I like this gold. I don't know. I think I'm out of it right now. As far as a full set goes. So I'm going to have to grab some of that on my next order. Oh yeah, I don't know when I'll get this post, but Tuesday, so tomorrow's Tuesday, is launch for the new New Year's Eve collection. The A Night to Remember is 4 sets for New Year's Eve. So that's launching tomorrow. So I'll try to, I have a list of sets to get to that I'm out of. I like to keep most on hand, but not all of them. Not all the time. Okay, so I'm going to cut this into stripes or strips or whatever, however you want to say it. But I had to take, so I take the backing off first. And because I cannot cut a straight line, I am going to, with the scissors, that I'm going to use my straight edge and my X-Acto knife. And I'm going to eyeball, try to get the same, width on a few stripes, and then hopefully that'll work. It's just really hard to see with these glitters. Oh my goodness. I have no idea if they're the same. I'm trying to see my cuts. I don't know. Alright. We'll see how I did. Where's my tweezers? Alright. So always use a cutting. I always use like a little, I have this little cutting mat that I use. Let's see if I can get that up. That works. That is a stripe. Let's see. I'm going to just hold it so I can take it in the middle. Okay. I'm going to call it there. And let's see if I have enough of this stripe. If I didn't curl it up too much, did I? It curled because it's stuck to myself. Let's see if I can make it work. Alright, this is not being the easiest. This is also not very straight. No, that ripped. Dang it. Alright, that ripped short. Alright, we're gonna get rid of that one. I cut extra, so it should work. I do have the end somewhere just stuck to this. Okay, here. Alright. We'll just do one at a time. I should just cut him in half, so hold on a second. I will do that. Alright, so we got a little gold stripe with the little accent of triangle there. So we're going to do the same thing on the other one. I'm going to cut these in half so I don't have to take the whole thing off. And then hopefully that works. And of course, it's barely long enough, so here, let me get it lined up here. If I can use my own pinky. Alright, it's not perfect, but close enough. I like the accent. It's not perfectly lined up, so it's uniform, but that's all right. All right, see that? So it adds just a little bit of little accents in that one. Kind of bugs me that they're not uniform, but too bad. This, and I'm talking about the space in between the red, or the negative space showing the red. But you know what? It's really hard to do, so we will call it good enough. And then I'm gonna push that a little bit down. All right. That line's a little bit thicker. They're not cut exactly the same because that's freehand cut for you. So if you are more of a perfectionist, then you can definitely use nail tape, because then that would be uniform the whole way. I wanted to use the same color as the triangle or the little corner part I did. I probably could have found a nail tape that matched pretty well. I didn't even look in my collection. I am not good at using nail tape. Like, I don't remember to use nail tape and decals very often. So unless that's why those, like, the challenge Stacy did this whole big bingo board. If you're not in Stacy's group, but most of you are, that are following me on my YouTube as well. So I did the wrong fingers. That's okay. That's hilarious. Somebody was yelling at me when I did these two instead of those two, but that's okay because they're not going to stay on that much longer and they're on two different hands, so I will not have to take a picture of those together. That's funny. I want to know how many of you were yelling at me that I did the wrong fingers when you were watching this. All right, so I'm going to wrap that up, call it a day. There we go. So this is Candied Cranberry, and then using the twosie for accents of using Morganite Delight. And if you want to see what it looks like on those two fingers, there's that, because I did it differently. But all right, you guys take care. Have a great day or night, depending on when you watch this. Bye-bye.